Hi guys, Rafe here with Mission Ridge Ranging Academy. Today we're going to talk about the Daniel Defense H9. We're going to look at the original that came out in January and the brand new one that just arrived to us. This video is not sponsored by Daniel Defense. We're giving a true review of what we experienced based off of the initial come out and the brand new one. So this is hopefully going to give you some nice insight if they fixed all the little issues that they had onto the new platform. Now, I will say this is a rental that's been in since January, and we have actually not experienced any issues with it. There hasn't been any failure to feed, stovepiping. It's been working fine for us. We have not had it into gunsmithing. So I would say just on our experience with it, the one from January still worked just fine. But we're going to test today the new version with all the different changes that they had, just to see what it does. Now, on this gun itself, I actually am a really big fan of the old Hudson, which is basically what this design comes into. Obviously, Daniel Defense did their spin on it. Cold hammer forged barrels, upgrading triggers, doing some better things with the grip safety. So I would say I'm pretty excited about what this can be because it really is a cool gun. Now, on the first thing that they changed, you can see back here on that grip safety, I will say whenever we shot the original, it does have the tendency to kind of pinch right here. There's a little bit more overlap and there's a little bit of a gap right there that can get your hand. I'd say that happened maybe once in 100. It was pretty small, but they did end up changing that to be more rounded out, and there's literally no way anything can get caught in there. It's a really nice smooth. The transition here has no feel in the hand any different. So I would say that's a nice upgrade. We'll see how it actually shoots in the range to see if there's much of a difference. Next, we had the barrels. Now, that was one of the things that they had on the original, is that the barrel itself was quote unquote the problem, at least what I could tell. And once again, we just haven't seen that issue with our rental, but we do have the brand new barrel here. They are cold hammer forged, so we should also see some really nice accuracy out of them. And so we're going to do that in the range as well, just to see how accurate these guns are, how fast we can shoot them. We should have very little muzzle flip on this. Should be a really easy back on target gun, so we're going to check that out as well. Now, next is that trigger. So I would say on the original, the trigger does have a noticeable wall to it. It's going to be going back. It does actually force you to go straight back. I mean, the claim to that is exactly right. It does force you to go straight back, but on that original, it had more of a wall. You could feel that break, and so that may or may not have affected people. They kind of feel that wall and then go from there. On the newer one, it definitely is more smooth. There's, for sure that backward, there's no noticeable wall. I feel also like the reset was much better on the newer version. And so we're going to test that as well, just to say, hey, did it make a big impact in the range? All right, so now what we're going to do is we're going to go into the range. We're going to do a 100-round torture test out of this guy, see if we have any issues. We'll have full mags, partial mags. We'll try a little bit of limp wristing to see if that's an issue. But really, I'm excited to give these guys a try, and we'll go from there. All right, well, we just got finished shooting the H9, and I can say I really did enjoy shooting this gun. We can see from our accuracy here, it does everything we want it to. I mean, it's gonna be nice and tight for you. It actually has that nice 1911 kind of feel, so it's very natural to shoot. And then we did, 6 mag dump here. I mean, we did that extremely fast. I would say out of that, what we found is we had a mag 115 also that it had a little trouble with. We had a failure to feed with a 115 grain, and what it seems like is just that slide didn't have enough energy back. Now, that could change with it getting broken in. We literally just took this out of the box. I'd say out of 124s, I shot this extremely fast and had 0 issues. I limp wristed it with 124s, had 0 issues. And so I would say, man, if you're looking for a gun that can have the feel kind of a 1911, have the trigger actually was really nice. It was surprising that hinge didn't bother me at all. But I'd say if you're looking for a good gun that is going to have nice accuracy, have a honestly awesome cold hammer forged barrel on it, the H9 is a way to go. Just remember, it may have a little trouble with that 115 grain. Later down the road, it may not when it gets broken in, but I'd say, guys, the H9 really on one of my top lists. It's a really great gun. And once again, this was the Daniel Defense H9. Thank you for watching our review on it. If you have any comments about this gun or other things that we should review, please message us below. Don't forget to subscribe and check us out at mysteryridgerange.com. Y'all have a great day.